name is Dr. Dickens Lubanga. I'm a consultant pediatrician based in Bungoma County Referral Hospital and Bungoma Children's Clinic. So today we talk about pneumonia. Pneumonia being a very interesting topic. I remember also at the same time we are celebrating the World Pneumonia Day, which tends to incorporate and to disseminate information about pneumonia. Why this is important is because pneumonia is the number one cause of deaths in children below 5 years of age. Actually, pneumonia has come in to overtake malaria, which was the number one cause of childhood mortalities in the country. And why this is important? Why it's important for us to talk about pneumonia is because from a recent study that was done in 2024, especially in Kenya, it realized that around 49% of healthcare workers are not able to diagnose pneumonia, and 79% of the healthcare workers who are able to diagnose pneumonia, they did not institute the right treatment for those who require the treatment. Either they don't know how to treat pneumonia, or the medicines that they give actually are not the ones that WHO has actually spelled out as the main drugs for treatment for severe pneumonia. So, and why this is important also is because pneumonia currently, worldwide, around 1 million people die each year because of pneumonia. While in sub-Saharan Africa, those are countries around Africa actually, including Kenya, around 500,000 actually die each year. So that tells you that around 50% of all the deaths due to pneumonia are found in sub-Saharan Africa. So, children who are feeding well, who are well breastfed and they're feeding well. And they are feeding well, we're not saying that we give our children junks. You see, majority of the current parents are giving children junk foods that are useless. They do not help them in terms of gaining immunity. So we are saying that let's go back to our traditional feeds that we used to feed on. Let's give our children fruits. Let's give our children fresh vegetables. Let's give our children proteins. Let's give our children carbohydrates. And we are talking about not processed foods. Remember, we have some carbohydrates which are processed. So we are saying that let us give children fresh foods, organic food, because this go a long way in terms of providing the necessary immunity that they require. Giving children snacks like wow, giving children things like sausages, those are processed foods. So usually they might not give the child the protection that they might deserve. Then also let us reduce smoking, because smoking or polluting the environment also causes lung damage, which causes severe forms of pneumonia compared to those who don't smoke. So if you live in an environment that are less polluted, then we tend to have better outcomes as far as pneumonia is concerned. So as we celebrate this year, my main action point is that we encourage all parents to take children to hospital when they are sick, because when you take them earlier, the easier it is. Even the cost of treatment becomes less. But if you take children when they have severe forms of pneumonia, they require oxygen. I remember when you're talking about oxygen, giving a child oxygen for a whole 24 hours might cost close to 4,000 to 5,000 per day. So if this child is on oxygen for, like, let's say 10 days, so you can imagine how much just oxygen costs alone. You're not talking about the drugs that you're going to give them. We're not talking about how we are going to feed them, because usually they're unable to feed by themselves. So the cost of treatment, a pneumonia that will have treated, let's say, with around 5,000 Kenya shillings, now becomes more difficult to treat, and you end up using close to 200,000 shillings to treat the same pneumonia. And you're not guaranteed that, again, of survival, because you are saying that pneumonia causes majority of these deaths. So you might spend all that money, but you still lose um, the patient due to severe pneumonia. Thank you.